Here we are, back again in Forge for some more Origins add-ons, and today I've got an interesting one called the Necropolis Origins. The idea is to add some more darker, undead-themed Origins, and so far there's only 2 of them, but the person has a plan for many more Origins in the future. Potentially. This is created by the user known as Runa Blackwind, and this is on CurseForge, probably on other websites too. So let's get into it. First, we've got the Smoldering Revenant, a special variation of vengeful undead born from the corpse of someone who was executed by incineration unjustly. Even though it's likely been months or even years since your death, the flames that once engulfed your body reignite along with your anger, now carrying a new sinister, purposeful retribution. Let's get into the abilities. Flamebound, your blazing death has granted you an affinity for flames. Fire will no longer harm you, but water will bring you intense agony, quenching the searing flames that now sustain your being. And there's also a primary ability key here. This is going to be interesting. I wonder what that means. Go to survival? I don't know. I'm here. I exist. I roared with my primary ability key. There doesn't seem to be anything else that comes with that. So let's go grab ourselves a bucket of lava and a bucket of water. We go back to survival mode, and I drop the bucket of lava on myself, and hey, no harm, no foul. I drop the water on myself, and immediate... Was that 4 hearts? I mean, 4 hit points? Yes, it was. That is, deadly. So how quickly does it burn me? It's very fast. Like, very, very fast. Now I have to go find wherever the heck that all stuff went. I believe it was over here somewhere. Maybe. I don't actually know. There it is. Water bucket, origin orb, and lava bucket. I want that one. So yeah, you're immune to fire damage, and you will take damage from water, an aggressive amount. Actually, next question. Rain. 50 ticks, I assume that is. Yep, it is deadly. Like, just those few moments in rain, I lost almost half my health from it. That's nuts. Though, I suppose it makes sense when you're technically a dead corpse that is brought back to life by the fire you were burned in and your own anger. So, yeah, that's fair. Heat. Your hatred burns hot. As you take and deal damage, you'll only provide the fuel to burn hotter. That is what the bar above your hunger is. As you can see, there's nothing to it currently, but as I took damage there from falling, it went up a slight bit. And if I go down here and find some mobs to murder, this might take a few moments because for some reason I spawned on top of the hill and no mobs are nearby. All the way over there. So, just hitting mobs will give you more of this energy. The difference between hitting a mob and killing them doesn't really do much because it's just more of a gradual gain as you deal damage. If I do more damage, do I gain the same amount in total if I do more damage? So I've got 2 more sheeps here, so let's kill this one first. This should give me a bar theoretically. Okay, a chunk and a half. What if and the sheep gave me barely anything. So in cases where you want to fill up this bar, you'd much rather hit like let's say this sheep over here. You want to hit it with your bare fist so you can get far more of your heat built up. Rather than simply killing it with a Navarite sword, because that won't give you anywhere near as much. Searing Fury. You have built your rage, now it's time to unleash it. While active, your heat bar will drain every second, giving you a maximum of 60 seconds in this mode. Whilst active, you'll gain innate fire aspect, increased attack damage, and an extra little armor. This is toggleable with G, and you can activate it with G. Oh, this is what the roar was before. Now that we have something, we've got a really cool fade effect. And now we're doing 4.5 hearts of damage plus a fire aspect, rather than if we go back to normal and go find the sheep over here. Land a crit, we did 1.5 hearts worth of damage, or 1.5 points of damage. Once again, I'll demonstrate it. 4.5 points of damage Versus, where's our another friend? 1.5 points of damage. That's just on the surface level. If I go back to survival mode and press the ability, it doesn't visually show that I have additional armor points, which is intriguing. But you do become darkened, you'll have an orange glow around you whilst you're in this mode, making it very obvious to anyone around you that you're angry, don't mess with you, you're about to murder someone. Or everyone. I don't know. Your choice. Frostbite, a 3-impact origin, a reanimated corpse that met their tragic end in a blizzard. You return to the world not as you were, you are now a walking corpse, kept alive and in stasis by that frigid soul energy that you now must leech from others. Boop. And as we pick this origin, we get given a soul lantern right off the bat. And a bunch of bars of stuff. Let's see what this is all about. Chilling Screech. Let out an ear-piercing screech that deals devastating damage, burdening any survivors with inhibiting frost. It is an active ability with G. Obviously, one of the 3 bars here is the ability itself, and now we have to wait for it to charge. With the abilities now charged, I cannot give you an accurate time scale as of yet because I kind of just went for dinner. We can now play around with them. So what was the ability again? Oh, yep, the Screech. So let's flip to survival mode and press it. Nothing's happening. That's interesting. There it is. It's starting to charge again. Ah, so it's that ability. So that took a while to charge. In the same time frame, I ran out of soul juice. Oh, hey, look, it's raining. Fortunately, I don't get affected by that. Anyway, put myself back to max soul energy. We go back to normal. Whoa. I can now hit things. Eight damage. That's interesting. Didn't really get much soul fire from that, but we seem to get it from being near soul fire shenanigans. Let's go to more abilities. Soul existence. Soul energy. Your existence is fueled by the soul energy you take from others. Do not let it get too low or you may lose the ability to maintain your existence. Now, as we saw earlier, I did let it get too low by walking away from my computer for like 10-20 minutes. And ultimately just what happens is that you get weakness 2 and slowness 2. Giving you absolutely no way of actually fighting other mobs, and the only way you can really recharge is by using the soul lantern that you spawn with. Frostbound, what once ended your life now sustains it. Fire in any form is exceptionally dangerous to you. However, if you're immune to freezing damage and gain additional ice spell power. So yes, as I showed before, stepping into fire really does hurt. So be careful with that when you mess around with soul fire because that's going to hurt. But if we get, say, powdered snow bucket, pop it in the ground here, and we just go into it. And freeze. We're fine. We're just a touch cold. No, that's about it. You just freeze and you're fine. Not particularly much to worry about there. So powdered snow and its random annoyances is not going to cause any problems to you because, you know, you don't care. You just go, yep, powdered snow. What's that? Freezing? What's that? I'm fine. Passive, Soul Surge. When near death and above a certain amount of soul energy, a large portion will be used to save and heal you afterwards, going into a 15-minute cooldown. That's a long-ass cooldown. So, do I still have my spider friend before? No, I didn't. I killed the guy. So, let's put some stuff back into the creative thing here. The close fit ain't gonna help me. Let's get a husk. Let's also grab a form of defensive weapon. Or after we display the ability. Why am I yawning? So it consumes about just over 4/7 of your soul bar. And it doesn't give you any additional health, it just avoids the death. So any form of lethal damage will instead get avoided by this ability as long as you have 4 chunks of soul energy to spare, and also the ability isn't currently on cooldown. Energy Leech. Your soul energy will not only be consumed by your abilities, but deplete over time to maintain your existence. One of the few ways to counteract this is to kill enemies and feed on their essence. Okay, so I can kill enemies for stuff. Let's take a test run of this. Though let's be smart about this and grab some food so I don't just die, because that would be helpful. So 1, 2, 1, 2. No, let's just get rid of this stuff so it's not here to affect me in any way. Anyway, let's use an ability to consume some of it, and then let's earn it back. Okay, so unlike with the other origin where you'll gain the soul energy or the fire soul energy by whacking things and taking damage, this one will only get soul energy whenever you successfully kill a mob. In cases where you don't successfully kill the mob, you get nothing, but only the hit that does kill them is what matters, so you don't have to worry about trying to get as many hits as you can. You just want to kill them as fast as possible. You just want to kill things as fast as you possibly can to make the most efficient gains of your soul energy. Soul Affinity. Your high affinity for soul leaves you with a few perks. Soul Lanterns and Skull Catalyst will passively regen your soul energy when nearby. Skulk will also not so easily acknowledge you, meaning your footsteps will no longer trigger sensors, although jumping and landing still will. Okay, that was a mouthful because that's a lot of things in one go and a really weird sentence on top of that. But let's get a Skulk over here. As you can see, nothing's happening. If I jump though, it will activate. And of course the Age Orb, if you walk on it, it will activate. But I can run around it as much as I want and it won't acknowledge my existence. Heck, it's healing me a little bit. But it will acknowledge it when I deliberately jump and do things to annoy it. It doesn't detect me breaking things. The only thing it doesn't detect is me running around. Unless I'd run on it, then it will sense that. That's the Necropolis' Origins collection. There's only 2 so far, as I said at the start of the video. The person's got plans for more in the future. I don't know when that future is, but it's always cool to see these things start and slowly develop over time and see where things go. Oh, sneak. Hello. So, let me know in the comments down below. What are your thoughts on this? Are you going to go download it, go have some fun with it? Or maybe not. You just saw this video and you're like, neat. Either way, make sure to subscribe. And until next time, guys, bye-bye.